Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us for Catio Chat this morning. Gonna make my way out to the kitchen, see if we have any kitties. Oh, and there's Luna. Good morning, Luna. Miss Muffy at the watering hole. Here's Mr. Bear. There's 3 kitties. Do we have a 4th kitty? Oh, where's our weather kitty? Oh dear. We don't have a weather kitty this morning. I wonder where he is. Where's Loki? I could hear him out here running around earlier. Oh, he's not in there. Loki! Well, we're missing a weather kitty this morning. Oh my goodness, maybe he's in the litter box. Over there. I don't hear anything though. Well, I'm sure he'll show up sooner or later. So, let me see. Bear, did you want your chair? Want your chair, buddy? You want your chair out? There you go. There goes Bear. Maybe. Maybe he wants his chair. Maybe not. It's hard to tell. Oh, there's our weather kitty. He's late for work this morning. Loki. Oh, he's a little bit late for work. All right. There we go. I'll let Loki out on the catio. And let's follow Loki. See what kind of weather we have this morning. Well, I can tell you right now, it's pretty darn cold. I just looked at my phone and it's 7 degrees Celsius. That's pretty close to 0, 7. And 0 is freezing. So it's a little chilly out here this morning on the catio at 4 o'clock in the morning. All right, so there's an outhouse right there. Bear's inside. And we've got, let me see, a couple of sleeping beds right there. And there's Loki. And we got chairs for humans. And all kinds of shelves and stuff the kitties to play on. They love to come out here. Any time of day, any kind of weather, they'll come out here. They even love to come out in the rain and the snow. And that will be coming before long. Won't it, Luna? Yeah. There. Well, we better move the big puppy chair out of the way. There we go. All right. Well, we've got Miss Luna right here. Let's have a look at her. Good morning, Lou. So Luna is our female mainecoon kitty. And she's a brown tabby with white. She also considers herself the mainecoon boss and chief dish inspector. That dish must pass, I guess. Oh, there's a little face in the window. Let's let Bear in. All right, come on in, Bear. There he is. Oh my goodness. He looks so skinny with that haircut. You want your chair? Here, let's pull it out. Yeah. Here you go. There goes Bear. There he is. There. Oh, you got up there. That's good. All right. Well, we got 3 kitties inside now. Let's talk to Bear for a minute. Bear just had a birthday yesterday. Oh my goodness. It's still very fresh, isn't it, Bear? 10 years old. Oh my goodness, and he's going over. There he is. So Bear just made the double digits yesterday. Oh my goodness. A 10-year-old kitten. Golly wampus. Yeah, that's what Bear is. Yeah, so we had a big birthday for Mr. Bear yesterday. And that's the end of the birthdays until February when Loki has his birthday. Yep, and he's going to be 9. So it'll be 9, 10, 11, and 26. This little one here is 26 years old. So she had more than 9 lives, I would say. Miss Muffy must have had a bonus pack of lives or something, because she has been an outdoor kitty. Well, not living outdoors, but she's had access to the outdoors her entire life. And somehow avoided all the dangers. I imagine she's probably had a few close calls that I don't know anything about. But 26 is a great age for a kitty cat or a dog or anything. Yeah. So, oh, there goes Bear. Oh, Bear, I could have moved your chair for you, buddy. Yeah. Let me move the chair next time you want to jump over. Yeah. Okay. Yes, so back to Miss Muffy. Miss Muffy is our, like I said, she's our oldest kitty, and she's also our smallest kitty. She's just a teacup kitty. Miss Muffy only weighs 6 pounds, but she eats like, I don't know what. She's got such a great appetite. And she's not skinny. She's not eating and still skinny. She's still got a nice little layer of fat on her body. And she's sitting on her paper bag. That's her corner right there. That's where she watches everybody from. Well, I think we should head over here and turn this coffee pot on so I can have a hot beverage. Let's see, we need 8 cups of water. There we go. Oh, and there's Miss Muffy's coffee mug. So I have a store on my channel, and I've got a set of 4 coffee mugs of the paintings I did of the kitties. And there's also a birthday mug of Miss Muffy's. Right, you? Hi. I see you. Are you waiting for your snack this morning? Oh, here comes Golly Wumpus, our counter surfing kitty. He's gonna make his way right over to the stove. Not sure why. I think he just likes to make my stove beep. Probably likes the warmth from the lights too, I would say. Kitties like warm. They sure do, because kitties are designed for heat. They, well, let's see, going way, way, way back, I think kitties started out in the desert. That's why they really like warm temperatures, and that's why they don't drink as much as you think they should, because they're designed to get their fluids, I guess, from their prey. Yeah. So, well, let me move that beer. There you go. But I must say, these kitties do drink quite a bit of water. And I'm able to sort of gauge, or I'm able to tell by how empty that fountain is every morning. And I can see just exactly how much they drink. Can I have a pet? Oh, let's have a pet. There's Bear's dear face. He's such a loving kitty. Yes, yes he is. Oh dear. That terrible ear flap thing. Let's give Bear a little scratch. He loves to have a scratch. Oh my gracious, there's that face. Oh my. Oh, that just feels so good. There. All right, Bear, that's good. Here, we need to see the other kitties too. Hi, Lou. There's our 2 girl kitties, big and little, but they both have big attitudes. Yes, they do. Oh, I hear Loki scraping on the door over here. Let's let Loki in, Bear. All right. There's Loki. He's in a hurry to come in. And it's because it's only 7 degrees out there, Bear. It's chilly. Yeah, and there's our 2 girls again. Hopefully they're not sitting too close to each other. Oh my goodness, the size difference. Of course, Miss Muffy is a very small cat, and Luna's one of the biggest domestic cats. So, to see them sitting together, there's quite a contrast. Luna weighs 18 pounds, and Miss Muffy weighs 6. So, oh my goodness, Loki! Loki just ran the gauntlet. I hope we got to see it. Miss Muffy and Luna don't know what to think about that maneuver. Hi, Loki. He's coming back. Did you want to go out again, Loki? I don't blame you. Let's let Loki out again. There he is. All right. Good boy. He loves the catio. Here. Well, let me see. We might as well talk about the painting since we're right here. So this is Miss Muffy, our little super senior down here on the floor. I better just have a look and see. Miss Muffy gets herself into trouble sometimes. There. That's probably a better situation. There we go. And they're not too close together. Yeah, I gotta just keep an eye. There we go. Good girl, Luna. What a good kitty. Now I don't have to worry. I know. We're gonna have our snacks right after Catio Chat. That's right. And Bear, he's growing his little soft belly. It's so wonderful to just to know that Bear is so comfortable now. Yeah, he's very comfortable. He's even way more playful than he was back when he had his big, thick wool coat on. He's much happier. Yeah, so the painting, here we are. So this is Miss Muffy, larger than life, coming across the lawn out front. So let me see, I'm working on the grass right now. All that green. I put a lot more paint down yesterday. I don't know if you can tell, but the grass, yeah, that's where I've been working. And I've been working up here in this corner on those trees and bushes and things, trying to make them look like bushes. And yep, that's a large painting. I don't know where I'm going to put it when it's done. But I was terrified to try a large painting like this because it's huge. And but I managed to get all the paint down. And I think that's probably the hardest part. And then you work on the details. So yeah, that's my painting. And it's a fairly new hobby. I haven't taken any lessons or anything from anyone. I'm just trying to learn from watching stuff on the internet. Right, Bear? I guess there's many ways to learn how to do things. Here's Luna. There she is. Luna's such a beautiful girl. She's got her big, beautiful ball gown on. She's all ready to go out every day. Yeah, Luna is able to keep her big coat because she doesn't get mats or hardly ever even gets a knot. Right, Lou? Yeah, Luna's got a perfect coat. And, yeah, she never gets, once in a while she'll get a little tiny knot, but they pull right off. She's got a different coat than Bear and Loki. Very lovely. I can't imagine seeing Luna shaved. Oh my goodness. That would be something. I wouldn't want to be Kendall. That's what I wouldn't want to be. There. And then let's come down and talk to this little wee one right here. Hi, Miss Muffy. How are you doing today? How are you doing today? Pretty good? That's good. See, you've got your little foot tucked in there. That's good. Her little left or back foot and leg is a little weaker than the others, so sometimes she can't pull her foot in, but she did. Good girl. So Miss Muffy has always had access to the outdoors. because we didn't know any better when we got her. And when I grew up with kitties on a hobby farm, they just went out and came back in. Yeah. But we lived in a beautiful place where there wasn't much traffic or anything, so. But that's how I grew up with cats. They lived inside, but they went outdoors whenever they wanted to. So that's Miss Muffy's story. Now, if I got a kitty, I don't think it would be an outdoor kitty. That's why we keep the mainecoons inside, because, well, they've got a catio and they don't need to go out where there's all kinds of risk. But for Miss Muffy, where she's been doing it her entire life, I couldn't take it away from her now. It wouldn't be the right thing to do. Miss Muffy would be terribly, terribly unhappy, and I just couldn't do it to her. So I go outdoors with her most of the time. Sometimes she's out there by herself, but she's been doing it her whole life. So that's kind of why she's still doing it. Yeah. She sure has had a full life. Yes, she has. 26, Miss Muffy. My goodness. We're really hoping our other kitties reach a great age too, for sure. I have heard some people say they've had their mainecoon for 18, 19 years or something like that. So that makes me happy. Yeah. We want our mainecoon kitties to live just as long, right, Lou? And you're already a senior. Yep. Already a senior. Loki, he's 8, so he's not quite, I guess. They say 9. But after Loki's birthday, then everyone's a senior, right, dear? Yep. That's all right. Seniors are pretty special. Yes, they are. Senior people and senior kitties, they're really special. Yeah. Yeah. Well, what happens next? Well, after Catio Chat, the kitties have a nice yummy snack, don't they, Lou? That's what she's waiting for. And then everybody, after they're finished, everybody goes and finds a nice place to have a nap. Yep. And then they sleep till about 10. And then they get up again and want another snack. So we give them sort of wet food snacks throughout the day. So they probably get about half and half wet and half dry, I would say. Yeah, the dry is really just down there for them to munch on. So they do get lots of wet food. And they love their fountain. So they drink lots of water too. Yeah. Right, Lou? What do you think? Are we getting close to wrap up time so we can have our snack? I think so. I wonder where Loki is. Is he still outside? Hi, dear. You're cute. Hi. Oh, dear. Dear. Oh, there's Loki. Let's let Loki in. Then we'll wrap this up. Here comes Loki. Good boy, Loki. All right. Yeah, well, I'm thinking since everyone's fit as a fiddle, we're going to wrap this up and call it Catio Chat for today. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you tomorrow.